I can't stay quiet about this Bitcoin rally any longer. There's no question that Bitcoin is experiencing one of its biggest, most interesting price rebounds in many years. In fact, many altcoins are surging finally. Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, even Pepe and Dog with Hat. Why? Why is this happening? Well, I think Donald Trump, Wall Street, and Coinbase are purposefully pumping markets now. And the reason may actually surprise you. I don't hear anybody else on YouTube talking about what I'm about to share with you in today's video. You'll understand everything over the next 3 minutes. I'm actually afraid YouTube is going to try to censor me when I tell you this about Trump and BlackRock and Coinbase all working together. So make sure you like the content and share this video everywhere before YouTube tries to limit its reach. Yes, I said it. Donald Trump, Wall Street, and Coinbase are now working together to purposefully pump markets. And we know that these are basically the same people who kept Bitcoin artificially below $100,000 as long as they could. Fundstrat's Tom Lee, highly respected, put his reputation on the line, predicted this. He explained that crypto is the first asset class in human history where retail had a 15-year head start on Wall Street. Wall Street didn't like that too much. Wall Street has purposefully been suppressing Bitcoin's price, trying to load up, working with exchanges like Coinbase, but like a beach ball being held underwater, it couldn't stay low for long.
There's a lot of folks who don't want Bitcoin over 100,000, and some of it may be the exchanges themselves.
So, the real reason why Bitcoin and altcoins are pumping, finally, are as follows. First of all, let's all recognize that Donald Trump likes to signal big moves before they happen. Before the China trade news was announced, before a lot of things were announced, Trump told everybody, buy stocks now.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That's a very important element of all of this.
Today, when everybody's wondering, is the stock market oversold? Is this a dead cat bounce? Trump is signaling more blue skies ahead.
Oh, it's going to get a lot higher. In fact, I told people 5 weeks ago, this is a great time to buy. I got criticized for that. Now they don't criticize me anymore. People should have listened. But it's going to go a lot higher. You're going to see, we've never had anything like this happen. It's an explosion of investment and jobs, and great companies are coming in.
So the question is, does he know something that hasn't been revealed yet? Now, that remains to be seen, but what's really interesting to me is Tom Lee is now actively going out there and saying, hey guys, buy now. Donald Trump is right on this. Here, in this interview, he lists every reason why his fund, Fundstrat, believes the bottom is in and we go much higher from here.
We are in an unusual time because this tariff war has created a lot of uncertainty with businesses and consumers and trade partners and, of course, the stock market. And markets went into a free fall decline from April 2nd to April 5th, so a 1-week period. And I think everyone's been struggling to understand whether or not the selling has gone too far. But we have seen some things that only happen after or near a low. And I've been detailing them in our research, but among those that are worth noting is one, we have seen stocks recover 50% of their losses. So that might be the most important thing, and that came last Friday. Because in the last 14 declines of more than 20%, 21 of the 22 never retested the lows after recovering half of the decline. So that's important. So when you can bounce back to get half of your losses back, it almost never goes to a new low. But the other things that we have seen, some of them are technical, like a Zweig breadth thrust, which is basically a 10-day moving average of advancers. That broke above 0.6. We had 2 consecutive days of 90% advancers. That's usually always happening after the low. And I think maybe one of the more important ones is that the high yield market, which is a leading indicator for equities, managed to recover again 50% of its losses. So when that happens, that generally helps stocks confirm the low.
So understanding that the stock market is recovering, talking about crypto specifically, there are 3 or 4 big reasons why smart money keeps buying, understands that crypto is about to go up big, crypto OG Murad Mahmudov explains,
This is why now is a good time to get into crypto. Reason 1, Bitcoin has broken back above 100K, which is a historic psychological milestone. Reason 2, the global tariff concerns are coming to an end and Trump administration is crypto friendly. Reason 3, we are in year 4 of a 4-year cycle. Historically, this is the most bullish year.
So it's weird, right? It's weird that all of a sudden Wall Street giants are coming out and telling everybody, buy crypto, buy Bitcoin, buy as much as you can. Here, 5 trillion Fidelity tells all institutions, buy Bitcoin. If you can't do 65% returns on capital, just buy Bitcoin.
And then you compare this to Bitcoin. Average annual return last 5 years, 65%. So the question to companies out there is, number 1, what's your return on invested capital? Have you calculated it? How does that compare to your cost of capital? Are you generating shareholder value? Do you have extra cash? And if so, what are you doing with that extra cash? And then the ultimate question is, what's your current opportunity set? What are the investment ideas and opportunities that are in front of you? And do you think or do you believe the return on those ideas or opportunities will exceed the opportunity cost of Bitcoin?
So besides the strength of the stock market, besides the strength of Bitcoin itself, why are altcoins all of a suddenly moving? Well, BlackRock disclosed the other day that they met with the SEC because they want to incorporate staking into their Ethereum and other future crypto ETFs. Staking would be massive for the Ethereum ETF value prop, and insiders know this. Insiders bought as much as they could when retail was scared, and now they're playing Wall Street's oldest game. Get long and get loud, because they understand this data. We share stuff like this with you all the time. Make sure you subscribe. The fact is, Bitcoin is going through a supply shock. Just speaking about corporations here, only corporations, for every 1 Bitcoin mined, corporations are scooping up 3.3 Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, and corporations are rushing to buy as much as they can. And like I said, this is just corporations. Combine this with the fact that a demand shock is about to be turned on as the Bitcoin ETFs and these crypto ETFs in general get more integrated into Wall Street. Coinbase's head of institutional strategy talked about this. He says scarcity is driving an overwhelming wave of demand from large players.
The one important thing to remember about these ETF inflows, not just the surge we've seen recently, but since the beginning, because it's been an absolutely phenomenally performing ETF. And this is a very important point that's overlooked. This is being done with the asset managers not allowing their salespeople, their financial advisors, to recommend it. So that's extraordinary. That's like a shoe salesman not being able to recommend Nike, right? So that's going to change at some point. And I'll sort of leave it to your viewers to determine what happens when that thundering herd of brokers can actually pick up the phone and recommend this ETF.
And Wall Street understands another thing that most retail people don't ever consider. The global money supply continues to explode upwards. Look, guys, many signals and metrics are indicating that Bitcoin and crypto is about to blow a lot higher in 2025 and in 2026. The market goes in ebbs and flows, of course, but take a look at what's happening. In my opinion, the move from $110,000 Bitcoin to $125,000 Bitcoin will be quick, and then everybody's eyes will be opened after that. You need to prepare. Subscribe to our channel. We're the #1 crypto YouTube channel in America. Watch our videos every day and stay in the know. Millionaires will continue to be minted in crypto in 2025. You can change your life in crypto. Now is the time. We're about to start releasing banger videos on this channel. You don't want to miss anything coming from us over the next few weeks, the next few months. We try and share with you on this channel what Wall Street insiders know and what they share among themselves. So yes, I'm hugely bullish. Stay tuned.